Snipers. Port in.
It's already started, for goodness sakes. I'm pretty certain... Well, I take that back. I don't know for sure, but the whole last scene with Carl, one thing I will say starting this episode is if he dies to a bite from a walker like that, I'm almost going to be annoyed, after a while, I'll be like, oh, but that's just how life is in the apocalypse. Some people, you don't get to choose how you go, blah, 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 blah. But seriously, man, like, that was such a suspicious scene. And the way that he got up and the way that he pushed the walker aside and then it crawled towards his hip and then he fought the other one and then he stood up and he looked down. All of those things to me make me feel incredibly uncomfortable. I don't know if they've done that on purpose. I don't know if they're doing that just to trick me or what. Who knows? You know what? He may not die and I may eat all my words. It's just... because of all my theories and because they've all been building up and then all these signs have been showing to me, and I genuinely think it's making me anxious to watch anything. Time for after. What? It's going to start with Rick in that cabin thing, eh? That's the thing, what the hell is their plan with him? I'm gonna strip him to his butt naked. What the hell is with that? Oh, he's in shorts. Oh, okay. Wait, what the hell?
My offer still stands. You can join us, or you can die.
The fact that he's saying that in pants and handcuffs is actually mental. Take notes. Why? Why are you doing this? I know you probably fear him, but it's just like such a powerful woman as well. And I feel like she is just falling to fear of Negan. What's that bullet doing? Sorry, the guy that's drawing.
Why? Why the pictures?
Sculpt you. After.
What? To what?
After what?
Sculpt you after.
After.
Sculpt you after. Is that what she said? Oh yeah, Eugene. I knew that I could maintain some level of faith. Like I said, he is everything good at heart, and maybe he's starting to see things I am unaware of wholly, things what I know, what I don't know. He's weighing up his options. Smart man. Another person that sort of followed because of fear.
I'm well aware you're the fifth columner. Green duffel, red paint, workers' guns.
I thought that it was, the paint and the... Oh, who cares?
I've been charged by no less than Negan himself with cracking the very calamity you more than likely had a heavy hand in creating.
The fact that he's come here to talk to Dwight about
So I
it
need you to
speaks
cease and desist.
volumes.
In exchange, I offer to keep what I know from Negan and the others.
I can't do that.
Saviors are finished. Negan's finished. This place, that's all over. And all you have to do to be on the winning side is to stand down. All you have to do is nothing. Let it play out.
Come on, Eugene, have some faith.
You've seen what happens here. Smell the burning skin. You don't got blood on your hands yet, but that's coming. Once you do those things, you become those things, and there's no going back.
That's what I was talking about
forgetting it.
in terms of becoming Negan. That's what I meant. I used to think it was just super one-dimensional, and it basically just meant once you say you're Negan, you are Negan, end of. My mindset of it was so simplistic, and that's probably because I didn't have the emotional energy to be able to process or think about alternatives or consider these people as people, all those different emotions, right, flying all over the place. I didn't have the capacity, right? But that's kind of what I was originally trying to say, is like the whole thing about becoming Negan. I thought of it like a continuum, right? And then I started saying maybe you can say you're Negan, but it's only when you become Negan, like, and you think of it like a metaphor. Becoming Negan is like a metaphor for, like Dwight says, no turning back. When I say no turning back, I'm not talking no turning back as in you can't be forgiven. It's not talking about that. It's talking about in your own mind and in your own heart, there's no coming back. You can't, right? That's why I think that Dwight ultimately will die from self-sacrifice. I don't think he's ever going to be able to forgive himself. Even if he does this and helps us win this war, I think he would die to atone for his sins. That's, for me, about becoming Negan. When he says there's no way back, I think it basically means you die inside.
I'm Negan. And that ain't perfect, but we are saviors. Your cloak and daggers on the QT. All I ask is that you do nothing that results in harm to anyone inside these walls, and it'll stay that way.
Like, you can agree with the concept of saving people and being a savior. I don't know, man. It's too complicated to go down that route of thinking of those things again.
It's attacking his organs. It's only a matter of time until one fails. I just wish we had some damn meds. Like, he shouldn't be alone. And he's your friend.
Traveling companion.
Okay, do you want him to die?
No.
It's your friend.
I'll be back soon.
Gabriel, I want him to talk to Eugene. So Eugene can see.
Shit. You look worse than me.
I don't appreciate that because you look like a potato in shit casserole.
A potato in a shit casserole.
Shit.
Yeah, casserole's disgusting anyway. It's all a product of war. Like, these are things that happen and there's nothing you can do, and they are a product of decisions we made, right? We can't just waltz him out the doors and take him to Hilltop to get medication and get whatever he needs to survive. We can't do that anymore. We now just have to wait and hope that he doesn't die.
You can help me get Dr. Carson out of here.
But I'm a small person who does not stick his neck out for anyone other than himself. I stay firmly within my lane without any need for a signal hand or automatic.
You know deep down that ain't true.
All I want is for you to do the right thing.
Right for some can be downright horrific for others, and knowing that has kept me vertical when so many have gone horizontal.
You're a man of science. But not too long ago, would have found it impossible to believe that the dead could walk.
Yeah, damn, that's a good point.
We'll know what the right thing is when the time comes. And then you'll act.
My boombox.
Oh, yes, I mean...
Did you fix it?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Our neck is in a noose of the deceased, and it is tightening with every tick-tock. Are you not distressed that we're trapped?
I was already trapped here.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got until tomorrow, Eugene, and then we renegotiate.
The thing is, the thing about Eugene, right, is he sees everything as it is. Like, no, maybe that's not the way to put it. He sees everything as it looks. Obviously, he comes here and he sees people eating, people sheltered, people protected, people, like, order. He sees all of that, right? And he just sees that and he sees it as what it looks like. But he isn't really seeing things as they are. He's not seeing that people are trapped here. People don't want to be here. Freedoms are gone. There's an unfair hierarchy. He's not seeing how people are being kept in order. He's not seeing all these little, like, how, what, all these different things which make up what he's seeing.
Would it be possible to take possession of the second bottle to spot the delivery delinquency?
The deal was 1 bottle up front and 1 bottle after you fix it.
I need it.
He needs alcohol. Why?
I've taken to throwing 1.5 fluid ounces down my gullet most PMs as a necessary requirement to catching some increasingly elusive Z's.
I tried to stop this. Me and Frankie, we came to you and we asked you for your help.
Yeah, but he was...
You could have changed this place into something else.
He thought he was
something
protecting
better.
you, though, like...
But you took care of you. And now you gotta live with that.
I don't think Eugene is selfish. I think he's scared. Can you call... If you're someone is scared, right, and they do something to stop themselves being scared, can you call that selfish? If it's a natural, fair response. I don't know if you could call that selfish because it's like, you're just don't have the courage to do something. Is that selfishness? I don't know if that's what... Let's look up the definition of selfish. I'm curious. Lack of consideration for other people. I don't know if you'd call... Because of course there's a lack of consideration for other people, but the reason there's a lack of consideration for other people is because you're considering yourself, because if you don't, something bad's going to happen, right? So I don't see the way Eugene acts as lacking consideration or being selfish. I see the way he acts as like doing the thing he thinks will lead to survival, and in which case he thought following Negan's way, doing as Negan says, it was the best way for him to survive in the moment without having to take a risk or a leap of faith, as I describe it, without taking a leap of faith. I think I spoke in the last episode about a leap of faith, or at least the Beyond the Wall. Because people are too scared to take a leap of faith, they end up sacrificing other people's livelihoods. You know what, I can see him dying from self-sacrifice too. Why am I on this self-sacrificial train today?
You crashed the truck into the walkers and through to the building.
Yeah, crack it open. Save your buffet.
After we do this, their only choice is to give up.
It's risky.
We work with what we got.
You got me.
Damn, Morgan.
Other snipers, too. Save you see you coming, we got you covered. Whatever it takes.
Oh damn, so it is all
Want it
go
done.
then. Even with the...
I want them done.
Good. So we doing this or what?
Why don't we just wait it out like we planned?
Yeah, like we bloody planned.
Michonne's right. What you're talking about is risky. Things could go bad. It almost did go bad. Something else could.
Even if it don't, we don't got the Kingdom Fighters no more. And if the Saviors want to put up a fight, we don't got the numbers to make them surrender.
That's why Rick's talking to the scavengers. You got shot.
Yeah,
They've
nah.
lied to us.
That's already up.
You believe him now? I believe in Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
I could have done something sooner to end this.
Then it's without me.
I'm bloody proud of Rosita. Very bloody proud of her.
I've got to see it through.
You think it's easier to come out here and risk than to stay back there and wait. Sometimes you don't get to know.
I just wish it didn't take seeing Sasha walk out of that coffin to realize it.
You know what? I kind of knew this was going to happen, that people were going to go off on their own tangents anyway. The plan would... You saw it splintering, and all we had to do is follow the plan.
I don't want to see people get shot up, chewed up, and chewing up the rest. I don't want to see you get eaten, Eugene.
Our pages are utterly and completely one and the same.
Please don't be true.
Eugene, I was going for a handshake.
Yeah, I was going to say, what the hell? Eugene!
Stand up.
Okay, that's kind of funny. Kiss his hand.
A handshake is a sign of mutual respect. Not many people get that from me.
There's work that needs getting to.
So he hasn't said anything. Come on, Eugene. Come on. So this is a boom. He's making a boombox, right? Like a stereo. Fixing one, but why? Come on, Eugene. I have faith. Oh, is that to play music? Is he gonna imagine he just draws a whole bunch of walkers or something?
Any closer, you'll draw walkers from the yard.
Both Daryl and Tara, in my opinion, they can see the least clearly right now. And Morgan, actually. These are all the people I feel who are seeing red as we speak. That is completely tinted red. They are running an operation to win this themselves, but they're not seeing things for how they are because there's a red tinted frame over their lens. Do you see where I'm coming from?
I came here because I wanted to see things for myself. I don't get to know that. None of us do.
Come on.
What I do know is that things are working now. So maybe we just need to trust that things are going to keep working, because it's not worth risking us.
Exactly. And like I said in the last few reactions, I can't blame Daryl. Anyone that does disagree with Daryl here, can't blame him.
I really, really do, but I can't do it. I just can't.
Then you shouldn't.
Yeah, at least he can... Oh, that makes me almost want to cry, eh? You know, one thing that I've noticed about Daryl's character, it almost feels like he has the most emotional depth.
We can do this.
Yeah. We will.
I'm worried they're going to affect the balance and it's going to cause whatever comes next, you know what I mean? It's going to shake things up in a way that, I don't know, maybe it gives the Saviors an opportunity, for all I know. What the hell?
Audio recording for transcription. Emergency operations manual, first entry.
I thought he was making something for us. So you're so he's making something to send away from the walkers to draw them away from the compound. And you know what? I know he's trying to protect the people that are in here now, right? But
Don't turn around.
whoa. The thing is, I feel like he's doing it to protect the people inside, but he's like as I said, he's doing things as he sees it, not what it means, you know.
I'm ready.
Oh, these are the...
Back
Please.
away from it.
This is not what we need, especially now that... Well, what if someone sees this for a start?
When this bird slips its early bounds, it's gonna Pied Piper away the cold corpses and free this place.
And Negan will kill Rick and Daryl and Rosita and all your old friends.
All of his friends. But I don't think
Former traveling companions, nothing more.
No, that's not true. You know it's not
I'm
true.
working with them to keep them and the people here alive. We can get rid of Negan.
I don't like how he's speaking so
Just
loudly.
Negan.
Negan ain't the dying type, Dwight.
Oh, but you are, Eugene.
I am. That's exactly why I've not yet stepped back, as it were.
Well, I feel like Dwight just won't shoot him. So conflicting with Eugene, it's not even funny. Come on, Dwight. Wait, did it work though? I'm sorry, Eugene, and I know you're trying to protect people, but just to understand the consequence potentially of all of this. Oh, ram it, and oh, I see, the walkers to flood in, that kind of lingo. Yeah. You know, one of the biggest revelations about watching the show, for me, is that the fact that, like, it almost feels like you're a part of two sides of something, eh? Like, there are two goals, or two groups that I can empathize with, sympathize with in some way or another, and I'm being pulled in different directions kind of thing. Do you see where I'm coming from? Happy that we are succeeding in our plan, but gutted that it feels like our future is at risk, or it feels like we are sacrificing all these other things, or like I'm feeling so many mixed emotions. And this is why I was just saying to you, Eugene was trying to stop this exact sort of thing from happening. Here's the other question now though. How the hell does Dwight get out? Eugene felt like he was sacrificing people's freedom to keep more people alive. Dwight feels like he's sacrificing the lives of some to make life worth living.
Whoa! I will never, not on your Nelly, be on board with your plan. Your invite is declined. I will not end up like Sasha or you. You both made your choices. What I imagine most will calculate is the right thing. Staying safe means staying alive. And I'm A-okay with doing whatever it takes to lock that down. So I will obey Negan. I will not cover for anyone's U-turn and loyalties, and I will damn well make sure that Dr. Carson stays cozy, comfy right here, in case I ever requires healing expertise. Because I will survive. It's in my biological imperative.
Eugene has to understand, though, that his plan has just failed, and what did Negan tell him?
Can my bullet maker fill my guns back up?
Wow.
That is an affirmative.
Well, then there you go, the blood is... Well, that's well and truly on your hands, Eugene.
You do realize the storm of shit I'm gonna dump on Rick soon as I am clear of the shitstorm he dumped on me?
I do indeed.
God damn, Eugene.
Got something else of urgency for you. Another item solved.
Don't you dare.
More than a way out and the
Don't
promise of
you
bullets on
dare.
the way.
Tell me.
What?
We have the stairs.
Hold your tongue.
The dead ones have the lower level. The whole thing.
Not much longer. See, Eugene has solved us a way out of this mess. And he actually says he has a topper.
Oh, no way.
Yeah? I think I could fix the intercom system.
Come on.
Which,
Come on! Thank
Will
God.
absolutely change the face of communications here. I'll leave you to the last action item.
Oh my God, Eugene, you are giving me mixed feelings right now. Eugene believes in survival. He believes in safety. He believes in the most effective method to survive the apocalypse, right? That's how his brain works. He believes in food, shelter, water, order, all those things, the necessity to survive. And if that's a guarantee for his life, he will take it. Because that's the only... If you can guarantee your life and safety, and that's what you care about, Negan's the best person to be following. Follow his rules, do as he says, do his bidding. If your hands get a bit dirty, you can survive. Even if you get blood on your bloody hands. You know what? I think eventually Eugene thinks that he'll be okay with this, but he makes those bullets. I think it breaks him. Anyway, so Eugene believes in that. Ultimately, survival. Sacrificing freedoms in life in order to survive. Dwight seems to believe in risking life, risking and honestly actually taking life at times, in order to not guarantee survival, but guarantee that the part of the life you live free, you live fighting for what you believe in. Maybe you do survive, it's not like you don't survive. You live for the things in life that are worth living for. So there's the completely two viewpoints. And if you take Negan's way of leading and Rick's way of leading, I feel like that's the difference. Oh, not again.
Time for after.
Time for after. You know what's funny? You've lost all my respect. Oh. Come on, Rick. Yeah, look, you chose wrong, my friend, and you know you did.
Walking out now. You walking out means all of you die.
You can play your games.
Draw your pictures. Sculpt whatever shit you want, but I am leaving.
Maybe you should just run.
You just got your ass kicked by a man in his pants. You are so lucky that he is merciful. So lucky. How the hell does Rick get out of here now? Just trust that they won't turn on him again?
Join you. What then?
Oh, so now you want to hear the plan.
Then I kill Negan. Me alone. We have a deal.
Don't. The thing is...
After. Savior's things are things.
I don't
It'll be
trust
all
you.
of ours. You'll get a fourth.
Half.
A fourth.
Stand for me. Those off.
Hey?
Ease off. No sculpting.
What the hell?
Boots and my clothes.
Some weird
now.
ass fetishes.
Fourth.
I don't trust her, by the way. Rick, like I said this a few episodes ago, do not trust her completely. You need to have a backup plan. Because maybe the whole, my mercy prevails over my wrath, maybe that's a problem. I'm almost at the point where I kind of wish we didn't get that scene. Unless I'm viewing it too literally. Because that scene, all that scene has done for me the entire season is anticipate someone really important, really close to Rick dying.
Snipers. Pour down.
It's already started, for goodness sakes. And look at those eyes.
This is Rick Grimes. Does anybody copy?
Just had to wait, for goodness sakes. Just had to wait. Done and dusted. And you know what? It ain't gonna be the bloody end, that's for sure. To live or to survive. That's what I feel like this is a battle of right now. You'd like to think that people would have the choice to do as they please, but obviously, or clearly, that's not the case. You know what's really weird? Like, if you could imagine a place like the Saviors existing for people that wanted to live that way, right, and that was a choice people made, that should be an option that they can take, right? And then having an alternative option to not live that way if that's not how they want to live. Do you know what I mean? The problem is when those different views affect other people's living. That's why you can't really have those two things as one, because then the viewpoints differ and then the conflict happens and you end up with people that have different opinions and want different things and then don't get those things because of a decision someone else made. You know what I mean? So their views are preaching onto other people's views. You want both, but you can't really have both exist at the same time. You could have them separately exist, but not in one. But like I said, I have no problem. If the Saviors existed, and say Eugene, for example, Eugene wanted to go to the Saviors and live there because it was effective, he should be able to do that. But the problem is the Saviors are pushing their views on other people, and as a result of that, we feel like we need to push our views on them. So it's like, it's an endless loop, right, of the way we think we should survive in the apocalypse. But anyway, beyond all of that, guys, we have a problem. And the problem is that we have completely and utterly deviated from the plan, which has created an opening. Now, I theorized this in the episode that what Daryl and them are doing, yes, it's going to exterminate, for the most part, the most of the Saviors group, but like, the fact that they were just sitting there doing nothing, they were waiting for an opportunity that wasn't there. We just gave them an opportunity by busting a hole into their wall. Now, it sounds counterintuitive, right? Like, how have we just given them an opportunity by filling their compound with walkers? Now, well, we've given the walkers something to move towards, which means we've created gaps elsewhere. What we've done inadvertently, in my opinion, is, yes, we've exterminated the masses. Well, it feels like we have. We've made their group a whole lot smaller, but we've given an opportunity for it to exist going forward. That opinion or that mindset still lives on. Yeah, so it's a problem, right? And I said this, I felt guilty because, like, I can't deprive these people that are going out and doing this of the decision to want to do that. Like, right, that's their bloody choice. Why should I have the power to be like, you can't feel that way, you can't do this, you can't do that? That's not right. But like, it's like, just because my opinion is different, my opinion is more on the side of Jesus's sort of view of we need to look at a future, right? How can I be the one to say you shouldn't be able to go and get justice, or you shouldn't be able to fight for what you believe in? Or I can't be the one to say that. And I think the person that, for me, one of the people that's completely stuck in the middle of this, which is almost like a beacon of that, is Eugene. Like, he's trying to play both sides because he cares about both surviving, but then he cares about, well, he cares about living, of course he does, otherwise he would have just dobbed Dwight in. You know, he cares about the other side of the stick too. I think that's a really well illustrated character of the divide of this, right? The divide of what it means, and how some people genuinely would benefit from this kind of setup, but they understand why most people, or some people, don't want to be a part of it. But it's weird because it's almost like this kind of logic that Negan has, and the Saviors, like, they almost build their survival off the backs of people that don't want to take part, you know what I mean? So they build that economy on top of people that feel imprisoned by it. And that's genuinely why people were leaving and trying to kill themselves. There's no nice way to put it, but it's true. I love the fact that we're seeing that from Eugene, and I still have a little bit of faith that he'll do the right thing, but it is weaning, eh? With every decision he makes, it's weaning. Because I think he is battling big time with the decisions he's making, and at the same time, I think he's losing that battle in his mind, you know? Like, eventually he might just make a choice. Who knows what it might mean for him, but what it might mean for the greater purpose of everything, for everyone, God knows. The other thing to think about, guys, is the fact that we have just sent in walkers into their compound. Where's Gabriel? Where's Dwight? Where's Negan? We've just gone and done what we've done, and somehow it's dead quiet where Rick is. Nobody's answering either, by the way. What's with that? You're pulled apart. You're pulled by the different perspectives. That's what I felt today. I felt pulled by, I can't deprive people of their belief and desires to want to live a certain way, but then I want to fight for my way. I want to fight for my beliefs, and I want to fight for the people that follow that kind of live life for life kind of mindset, right? And think about the future kind of thing. But then, like, it's just, that's why I feel torn, because I don't hate the people that don't believe that, but it's like, I know that they are a part of the blockage stopping us from getting to that point. So it's like, for God's sakes. Yeah, is there anything else I need to talk about? I wouldn't trust the scavengers. Not a chance in hell would I trust them again. So Rick needs to have a backup plan, 100%. They could just turn on him like that if they wanted to. I'm going to be really careful, because, yeah, all of that character arc for Negan, or development of my viewpoint of Negan, I've got a really bad feeling it's going to go down the drain, eh? The way he was speaking to Eugene about how he does realise the level of disruption and pain he's going to unleash on Rick and Rick's family after what's happened, like, that line alone terrified me. And I know he's capable of it, right? As much as I think that he's got a purpose in being a savior for his people and people that just want to survive, right? He has a purpose. I have no doubt that he will honour that word of his. You know what, guys? I might leave that there and leave that for the next reaction. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram, then you're ready with 2 Ds. And as ever, let me know down below with the episode, the reaction. I'm going to wrap that up with a nice red bow, guys. Alrighty, that is all from me, guys. As ever, thank you for down. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.